Wow, welcome to the Elle Duncan Show Diet Edition. I must say, my co-hosts this week are a lot better looking and smarter than Gary. We love you, Gary. I'm just saying.
Sorry, Gary.
Sorry, Gary. I hope you're having a great time at Disney World by yourself, you weirdo. Chiney Ogwumike, Andraya Carter. Listen, we're not going to have a podcast because we've been working day and night. However, as we're singing, Caitlin Clark, what did I say? 2 Chainz? I'm different.
Yeah, I'm different. Pulled up to Albany with the ceiling.
Hey! And now she's pulling up to Cleveland based on a performance that we saw that was just otherworldly. Like, you'd think you've grown accustomed to seeing her and seeing some of these ridiculous, absurd numbers that she's doing, and then she still levels up.
Yeah, it's incredible. You know, we've seen Caitlin achieve great things. We've seen her have big moments, but what moment bigger right now in this, when all the eyes are on her, she's trying to get back to a Final Four, going against the reigning national champions. And what does she do? Put up 40.
Yeah.
Like, the way that she meets the moment it's unreal.
The moment that I realized she was different, she's different, was when she said, hey, y'all, I'm not nervous for these games.
Right.
I just am counting it down until I can start playing.
Also,
that's wild because the amount of spotlight that is on Caitlin, I played in 3 Final Fours. I was nervous.
Yeah, you had the butterflies?
I had a little bit of more than the butterflies, but it's okay.
You had the bubble guts?
Tummy hurt?
Let me just tell you, we might have had to go a couple minutes before, but it was not just me. It was my entire squad. I kept it cute. I never was late running out for the anthem. Like,
no one ever had to wheel you out in a wheelchair.
No one had to, correct. We kept it cute.
Did you break a sweat?
No, never. Wait, what are you doing?
It's real. That's how you know it's real.
Anywho, the fact that she is cool, calm, and collected on the greatest of stages, stages like this, and then delivering, exceeding expectations, someone that has averaged 32 points per game, dropping 41 and 12 assists, and not only that,
9 threes on 45%.
She breathes life into her teammates.
And then you know what she had the nerve to say? Tired is a mentality.
Yeah.
I said, let me just.
Should we pack up our bags?
Girl,
we've been tired.
Girl, wait till you hit 40 and have a couple of kids.
Well,
you ain't gonna say none of that.
She hit 40 just in the stats.
Okay, you know what?
And she kind of made them her kids.
They did. They were her children.
Y'all ain't. Okay. The best part is that now we get that versus Paige Bueckers in one of the Final Four matchups, which is amazing because Paige Bueckers doesn't necessarily put up a 40 ball and have all these ridiculous dishes and pull up from the logo, but she can quite literally fill every single hole for UConn. It's amazing.
She's a Swiss Army knife. She can defend 1 through 4. She can play with her back to the basket. She plays through so much contact. Like, the amount of times Paige gets hit on cuts or gets hit with the ball in her hands is unbelievable. And she's just so smooth. Like, it's not big, but it's clean. It's smooth. It's under control. It's fascinating.
Look, she also plays through adversity. I mean, I'm someone who has dealt with injuries. For her to be able to bounce back and deliver in a situation where she is making more with less because she has way less teammates than when she started off on the season. To me, that's the most impressive part. Her complete game, but also her mentality to continue to push through and become the player that we all have known her to be. Truly. Another reintroduction.
Paige could have every reason to kind of wipe her hands clean. She lost one of the greatest shooters of this game. People forgot about AZ Fudd.
Oh, yeah.
She lost Audrey Griffin, who is a lockdown defender and an elite athlete, and then multiple. Caroline Ducharme is a veteran. Like, it's basically like running a marathon with a broken leg.
Yeah.
You could be like, you know what? I'm just going to walk this one because y'all see what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
And
She
instead,
went and got a bionic one.
Paige is like, no, I'm good. Let's do this. And she led her team played well, but it's because of her leadership.
I'm of the belief, though, that if you run a marathon, you deserve what you get because you're stupid anyway. Who does that? Who runs 26? Whatever. Listen, if
baby Paige, this was a marathon.
We did survive a marathon on television.
We definitely did, which is why I want us to get out of here. But really quickly, because when you talk about marathons, have we grown a little apathetic to just South Carolina being dominant? It feels like no one wants to talk about them for the very same reason that they keep winning, which is that A, they just keep winning, and B, they do it with there are no superstars. They're all just really, really good with the most balanced team probably that's left in the tournament.
They suffer from the same criticism that UConn had a couple years ago, that greatness is boring, greatness is not fun. But guess what? Winning is fun. That's one thing that my coach Tara Vanderveer used to tell me at Stanford, and all they do is win. And I think, you know, that's the standard that Coach Don Staley has had for them. All of these players have stepped up to the moment. We're talking about a team that is completely different, but has the same results, now hunting a championship, doing it in different ways while improving from last season. Hats off. And guess what? We see youth South Carolina. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, and I'm not trying to sneak diss any basketball fans because we love all basketball fans.
Yeah.
But sometimes to appreciate what South Carolina does, you really have to understand the game. Like, you got to understand the little things that make winning plays. You got to understand the game to be like, oh, that was huge, that was big. But it's hard to clip those things. It's hard to cut those things.
Yeah.
People cutting tape don't know what setting a screen and jumping and talking, like, they don't know that stuff.
Yeah, and in a landscape where there are so many isolated stars, they have a wealth of riches. And so I think that's the tough thing, because you're like, oh, Camilla's great. Malaysia's an amazing freshman. Oh, Ashlyn Swackett's making defensive plays. Like, they have so many players that it's hard to put a finger on, oh, this is why they are a star. But let me tell y'all, they win it.
Right.
Oh, yeah. 36
Haven't lost the
wins.
game.
Haven't lost a game. And very quickly, a lot of love to NC State, who they're facing as well, who I picked to be in my final
Is that why you're red?
Only 9%. I know. I kind of feel like I'm caping for them. I am a little bit, because I like being right, and I did pick them for my Final Four.
How's your bracket
Only
now?
9. Well, it got a little busted because I did have LSU in my Final Four.
95%.
The rest of them are good. We're good there. But NC State, a team that, listen, they're coming up against a buzzsaw, but you just mentioned her. If Isaiah James keeps playing otherworldly, they can absolutely beat South Carolina.
NC State is a team that can hit threes.
Yeah.
What has kept teams close to South Carolina in their recent games? What did Oregon State do? Knock down threes.
Yeah.
If Isaiah James can come down the court and hit another logo three like she did in the last game that she played, if she can play with confidence, she knocked down 7 of them.
Thank you.
That can be a separator against South Carolina, or at least a closer. Maybe not a separator, but it can close the gap.
The thing about Isaiah James that is so impressive to me is that it almost looks like she's just had practice.
I'm telling you,
It's like
she
too
will
effortless.
go out there and ball without changing her face. It's just like this. To me, that's so beneficial come March, because it's a spotlight, it's the pressure, it's the stresses. It's hard to shoot when you're under those bright lights. She is unfazed. It's very rare to have that characteristic.
You know what's amazing too is Westmore has 4 players that didn't average double figures at their previous schools. 4 transfers that didn't average double figures at their previous school. They are all coming here, and he's been able to put them together, and they're thriving. Like, it's Sanaya Rivers was at South Carolina. There's a little spiciness to that matchup.
Okay.
Sanaya
We
Rivers
like a revenge game.
But her role is bigger here at NC State. But her going against her former team, she has elite athleticism. Like, with the 3-point shooting of NC State, I'm just saying it could be close.
Yeah, so I just want to say this. It has been an absolute pleasure to be on this test with you guys. I mean, you're amazing at what you do, and you're insightful, and you're fun, and your energy is contagious. But you're also just like the best teammates, and you want everyone to win, and I love you so much. And because of that, because the internet's going crazy and they're asking for more of this, will you accept this rose and do the Elle Duncan show from the Final Four in Cleveland with me?
Should I pull a Love is Blind and leave Elle at the altar?
No, bitches. You're supposed to say yes. What are you talking? You're really thinking about it.
I was thinking, of course we're in there.
Am I coming with Clay energy versus AD? No, never. We stand with AD. The answer is yes.
Can I wear cozy clothes?
I was actually going to reveal the television show mullet.
Not you in sweats.
I'm wearing, look, I've got a cute dress.
Please,
See,
please, Elle, please.
But I'm riding the wave. But I'm actually wearing like super cozy sweats.
Okay.
And she,
This is core work, sisters. Okay.
Y'all,
I'm losing my lighting.
Just because it's your show, you acting up. Get down.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right.
Please.
Elle, please sit. You're right. Thanks, Mom.
You still cute.
We're gonna see you in Cleveland, and thank you. I don't even know why I'm posing like this. What is this? Looks like a thirst trap. It's fine.
We just getting started, y'all.
Love you guys. See you on Thursday.